Hi everybody, welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday. I am just going to peek down at my iPad and it looks like we are live. I literally just had a heart attack. I came out, I was in my studio and came about 5 minutes ago to start the live and my computer literally just shut down on me. I had to reboot it, restart it, retype everything in. And so sorry, I am a little bit late. Literally, my heart is still probably going 1,000 beats a minute because I was panicking. Technology and me, we're not very tight friends. I wish we were. So I pretty much just panicked there for a minute. But hello, everybody. Hello, Valerie, Anna, Heather. Who else has logged on? Aunt Tammy, hello. I bet Uncle Dan's sitting next to you too. Tell him I said hello. Okay, so we have lots to talk about today. So today I will be doing a Facebook Live and Thursday I will be doing a Facebook Live and then I will be gone for 10 days. So I won't be doing any lives while I'm gone. But there is going to be a few ordering specials while I'm on vacation, and the new Class to Go kit is coming out. So you guys will have lots to keep you busy until I get back. I am going to point you down just so I can kind of show you guys a few little things. So starting the 15th, actually I can probably talk to you guys while I say this. So starting the 15th of every month, and it runs through the last day of the month, so May is 31 days, I think. So from the 15th through the 31st, you can sign up for June's Class to Go. I will have it in the mail or do a porch pickup by the 15th of the next month. So June 15th, it'll be ready for you guys to go. So May's Class to Go is done, and it will be ready before I leave. Cross my fingers. Just kidding, it will be done. But I wanted to show you what we're doing for the May Class to Go. I do have one kit left over, so if anybody wants it, just shoot me a message. But you make 2 of each of these cards, and you get everything prepped, and you get $25, at least $25 in product in each of your bags. So this is the set that I am featuring for this month. So if you ordered it, it will be out and available by Friday. I just sent an email about it. So those are the 4 cards, but you do make 2 of each. And I do have one kit left over. So if anybody wants it, just shoot me a message and I will get it out to you. So the June Class to Go is going to be featuring the Color Contour stamp set and dies. I know I used this before the catalog went live, and I had a lot of people say that they were really interested in it. So I like doing these classes to go because it takes your wish list, it knocks your wish list down a little bit. So if this is on your wish list, save it for Saturday because the email is going to go out on Saturday for you guys to register for this class. And you can pick to have this bundle included in with your kit or just get the cards. It's totally up to you. So each of my kits come with written tutorials, and I will do a video explaining how to put them all together. So I think we should get going into what we're going to be playing with today. So on page 69 of your catalog, you have Elegantly Said Bundle. So it comes with this gorgeous stamp set, and it comes with a coordinating punch. And this punch is amazing because you can feed this through and make your punches even longer or shorter, depending on what you're playing with. And it does have a Designer Series paper pack as well. But we are actually going to make our own Designer Series paper with some of the images in the stamp set. So this is my stamp set. I went ahead and put all of my backings on so I now can read what they all say. So I wanted to feature both of these larger images. And there's lots of gorgeous sayings in this as well. But we are going to focus on the thank you and the for you and then these 3 images. So let me bring in the card we're going to be making. So this is the first one that I designed. It's very simple and very elegant. It's very easy and very duplicatable to do. And I put a piece of the doily underneath here just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. I don't think you have to have it, but I thought it added a little bit. And I actually turned it kind of sideways a little bit so it wasn't just a perfect square in the center. So this is what we're going to be playing with today. I did change up the colors of the designer or the cardstock a little bit, but it's the same kind of concepts. So the first one we're going to be doing is one of the new in colors. It's called Fresh Freesia, and this measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it right in half at 4 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and fold that and give that a good crease. And then I'm just going to set this aside and bring in some of the other cardstock pieces that we need. So I have a piece of basic white, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5. This one measures 4 by 5 1/4. For a second there, I had a little brain fart. But we're just going to be playing with our basic white piece first. I am going to bring in a piece of our grid paper just so I don't make a mess on my pad. And I'm going to bring in the Fresh Freesia, the pale papaya, and of course the polished pink. So I'm going to go ahead and open these all up because, oh, you know what I did forget? Oh, I might have to run into the craft room. Hold on one second. I forgot something to clean my stamps because we are using the same image on all 3 inks. So I'm really sorry. I'll be right back. I was planning on having my chamois out here, but if you guys are just logging on, when I came out to hit live, my computer totally did a reboot and it completely shut down. So I had a little bit of a panic attack. So let's get stamping. Hopefully I didn't forget anything else. So what I'm going to start with is the polished pink. So I'm just going to ink up the flower. And I'm going to randomly stamp the flower around the basic white piece. So we're just going to stamp a couple times in each of these colors. And it's just going to make your design, you're going to create your own designer series paper. I know a lot of people struggle with this sometimes, but I find it is so fun. So now I'm going to go to the Fresh Freesia. And I did clean off the stamp. You always want to make sure to clean your stamps when you're using the same image on different colors. So we're going to stamp this one over here. Let's do one more. Let's do one right here. There we go. So I'm going to clean this off. And then I'm going to do, what's this color? Pale papaya? Yes. I haven't quite memorized all of the colors yet. Even though they're beautiful, this one I'm just going to tuck right in on the edge. This one I'm going to come over here. And let's do a tiny smidgen right there. And let's do a tiny piece right here. There we go. So now you can see why I put something underneath me, because it does get a little bit messy. So while I have my inks out, I wanted to grab the thank you. And I actually have the for you on a block, so I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to grab the thank you. And we are going to stamp. Let's stamp this in polished pink on a scratch piece of paper. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to stamp off on the scratch piece. And I literally just want little halos of it showing on the scrap piece. So now I'm going to ink up the Fresh Freesia, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp off a couple times just because I want just little smidgens of it. And I'll show it, I'll push it up to the camera once we get done. So there we go. You can hardly see them, but I just wanted little hints of thank you around it. So I think we might be done with our inks. So I'm going to close these up until we get to the next card, just because I know I'm going to put my finger in it. So now I'm going to bring in the amazing, beautiful punch. And I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to slide this in. Just make sure your thank you is kind of centered. It doesn't have to be anything perfect. And when you punch this out, you now have just itty bitty pieces of the thank you all around your sentiments. So just a little tidbit that you guys can do to make your card a little bit even more wow. So this is the basic black piece that's going to layer underneath it. But before we layer it, I'm going to push my punch in, and I'm going to punch out a piece of the basic black. And then this is going to go over it, and nobody will ever know that you took a piece out of the back. And then we're going to layer those two together. So I'm going to put those aside, bring everything in, and start gluing it together. Oops. So is everybody having a good day? Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you. If I sit down and relax, I will probably pass out. I got up at 2:45 this morning, worked till, I don't know, 1-ish, and then I had to take my brother-in-law to the doctor. So it has been a crazy day for me, but we leave for vacation, so I kind of have to get all of this done before we go. Otherwise, he might be in a little bit of trouble. So I'm just going to adhere the back side. We're going to just layer these pieces together. Ooh, I don't know which one I like better, having the fresh freesia on the back or the basic white. I don't know. They're both really pretty. So now what I want to do is grab a doily. And see, it does look beautiful just having this on it. But I thought just putting a doily up underneath it really just kind of made it pop a little bit more. The doilies are obviously have a lot of holes in them, so it was hard for me to figure out how to attach this. So then I got this brilliant idea. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back of the white layer. I'm just going to offset it a little bit just so you see the black peeking through. And then if you flip that over, grab some dimensionals, and I'm just using the edges. It's probably overkill, but that's okay. And I actually want to grab one tiny one to put right up top. It's a super easy and really pretty card. So you put your doily where you want it, and then you're going to put this right in the center, and the dimensionals will hold down your doily. There we go. Easy peasy, right? So I do have a piece of, another piece of basic white. I did put this in the instructions as well. If you have a colored card base, I like to put a piece of the basic white on the inside. I think it just finishes your card a little bit. There we go. And then we cannot have any naked envelopes, can we? I thought it would kind of be fun. I probably should have did this while I had all the inks open, but that's okay. We will still just do it now. So first I'm going to grab the polished pink, and I'm going to put one right at the bottom of the envelope. Sorry. So there's your envelope. There's one on the front. Then I'm going to open up the back flap, and I think I'm going to put 3 of them on the back flap as well. So you don't have to have designer series paper to decorate your envelopes. You can use the images on your card base as well. So we're going to do the fresh freesia. Put that one right next to it. Beautiful. And let's grab the last one, the pale papaya. And it might be a little bit too much having 3 on the back flap, but you know what? It's your card. Nobody will know the difference. Actually, it doesn't look too tragic, I don't think. So there you go. Now you have your back of your envelope done, the front of your envelope, and your beautiful thank you matching card. So fun, right? Okay, we actually have plenty of time to do another one, so let me just clean this stamp off. But we are going to use the larger image. Let me flip this over. Oh, it kind of bled through, but that's okay. We're going to use the same color inks. So I'm going to open them up. Probably should have just left them open from doing the envelope. But it's just my day. It's how my day is going. So I have my basic white, and let's start with the Fresh Freesia. So this one I am just going to just randomly stamp. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Let's do one more on this side. There we go. Make sure to clean your stamp before you grab the next color. So let's do the Fresh Freesia. And this one, let's do this side. There's that. And let's do this one. Right there. This one I'm just winging it. I'm not even looking at my sample that I did. And then let's do the Pale Papaya. Let's do this one upside down. Hopefully I'm still in the camera. Sorry, I keep pushing it down. There we go. And I'm just going to come in and do some of these little edges. And I think that looks good. And then there is another image in this set. It kind of reminds me of like a butterfly wing, but it isn't. I don't know what it is, but it's not a butterfly wing. So I'm just going to come in and do a couple little of these pieces just to fill in the gaps. I don't want too much nakedness on my card. Actually, I think that looks really cute. And we're going to put our sentiment right here so we don't really have to worry about that spot right there. So while I have the ink and everything out, let's be smart about this and do up our envelope. Since this one's so big, I probably am just going to do one. I don't think I'm going to do all three colors, but I think this is going to look gorgeous right there in the corner. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to be a little adventurous and do this right here on the edge too. Why not? Live on the edge a little bit. Okay, so let's close these up. I think we're done. Oh, we have one more thing to do with the ink, so I'm going to leave them open. So let me get this stuff out of the way, bring in a scratch piece, and this time I'm going to punch it first so I can get the For You, and I'm going to stamp this one in the same polished pink. There we go. And then I'm going to come in and grab this little guy again and just go around the edges. Let me make sure I clean that first. So I'm just going to come in here and go around the edges. Oh, I did forget to put the bow on. So I will do that for both of them. There we go. So it just kind of gives it a little bit of extra pizzazz. Okay, let me close these and get this paper out of the way so you guys can have a clean slate to look at. And I'm going to bring in all of our pieces. So I have the Fresh Freesia card base, and it's the same exact measurements, 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. I'm going to come in and cut a basic black piece out, and then we can layer this down. A little bit more adhesive on here, and we'll be good to go. Lay that down. And then we're going to come in, put adhesive on the back of our basic whites. Make sure it's the way we want it, and I think I want it that way. Sorry, my paper keeps moving. There we go. And then let's do the same thing with this, and then we just have to tie some bows. And I did bring over some rhinestones. So maybe we will throw a few little rhinestones on here as well. So you see how that just kind of adds a little bit of extra to it? I think that's what makes this card. This is the last of that pack of dimensionals, so I had to tear that in half. But it's still plenty. You only needed a couple. We're going to put this right here. There we go. And I don't know if I've ever tied a double bow on a Facebook Live, so I thought I would tie one. We actually are going to need two because I didn't tie one for the other one. So just take a piece of your baker's twine. It doesn't need to be anything special. And you're just going to loop it together. And I leave this loop till the end to cut, but if it gets in your way, you can definitely cut it now. So you're just going to do your 2 bunny ears like normal. This is going to go around. You're just going to tie like a normal bow, but you're using 2 pieces of twine or ribbon to tie it. There we go. It just kind of makes it look super cute. And then you can come in, put these 2 together, and then give it a little bit of a haircut. And you want to always attach your bows or ribbon with a mini glue dots. Well, maybe stuck to my finger. There we go. I'm just going to put that right up top. And let's bring in some diamonds. Let me get my paper piercing tool. And we can really use whatever colors you want because we used all 3 of these new in colors on this card. So you could definitely do all 3 of them. So there we go. Oh, there's the backing of the dimensionals stuck on there. So there we go. We just have one more bow to tie really quick and we are done. So hopefully you guys, you can use any set you want to make your own designer series paper. It doesn't have to be this one, but if you want this set, I did put in the descriptions a link that will take you directly to this set, but it's called Elegantly, what's it called? Elegantly Said Bundle. And we're just going to pull those to make that a little bit shorter. Cut this. And then our other card needs a few rhinestones and the bow. So there we go. Put that right up top. Let's scoot this over, get some of this out of the way so it's not so distracting. And we're going to add a few rhinestones to this one. There's 1, 2, and 3. 1 of each color. So there you go. That is your live for today. So here is the one we did with the flower, which I think is absolutely beautiful. You could totally change up the colors and do really, obviously, any color you want. And then the back of the envelope is done as well. So you have a matching card and envelope. And then this one is just so pretty, these little designs and your envelope. And then we lived a little on the wild side and did the back of our envelope as well. So there are your guys' cards. This one I actually did where it opened sideways instead of opening this way. But I think either way is totally fine. Any way you cut your paper. I actually had the basic white cut before I did the other 2. So that's actually why I used the basic whites. And it was cut that way because it was already cut. And don't forget your piece of basic white on the inside as well. So there you go. Super fun, super easy, and so cheerful and bright and so beautiful. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live. I will be back on Thursday for another Facebook Live, but after Thursday, I will be gone for 10 days. My husband and I will be leaving Saturday for Hawaii. It is the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, so we're super duper excited. And if you ordered May's class to go, everything will be ready on Friday. I'll send all the tutorials and the videos and everything Friday, hopefully midday. I'm not going to say super early because I'd like to sleep in a little bit. And Saturday morning, June's class to go will go live, so you can order from the 15th through the 31st, and then it will ship out by June 15th. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and we will talk to you guys on Thursday. Have a great night. Bye-bye.